Alright, finished up with the video. Let me go ahead and take a look at the comment section here. Yo, what is good everyone? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome back to another video. I want to first and foremost say Merry Christmas to all out there who celebrate. This is going up on Christmas, so thank you guys so much for the support. So Merry Christmas to all. But we've got a lot of topics to get into. We got a lot of hard-hitting topics as well. So let's go ahead and start this one off. And we're starting off with potential Super Smash Bros. Racism, or at least that's what some players are calling out. So there was a post on Reset Era, and there's been other places that have talked about this in a story, and when it comes to the spirits in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate paired up with different characters in the game. Now spirits are basically these different characters from games that have like their 2D art that can give you abilities in Super Smash Bros. When it comes to World of Light or different spirit event battles and everything. You can level them up, they can get new abilities, whatever the case is. It's pretty cool for those who have played it, tried it out. Some people love it, some people don't, but whatever, that's not the point here. The point is that some people have called this out for being potentially racist because the black characters in the game are paired up with monkeys in the game. For example, you have Diddy Kong that's paired up with the battles. You have Diddy Kong that's paired up with DJ from Street Fighter, and then you also have Donkey Kong that's paired up from Mr. Sandman from Punch-Out. Now, there's also some other ones as well. The black villager skin, when it comes to that, is paired up with a thief too. So there seems to be some stereotypes, racist stereotypes being mixed into there, at least what some people are saying. Now, of course, there's always two sides to the coin, right? So we'll start off with that side, right? The people that are saying this is racist, because here in America, and in actually lots of places in the world, a lot of people would compare African Americans to monkeys. So therefore, some people are saying, how could you let this slip through the Q&A or slip through the control or what they're doing to make sure this type of stuff doesn't happen? For example, we had the whole feather thing that went on. The Nintendo was able to patch that out. Some people got mad, some people were mad, whatever the case is, they had that, and now they have this situation as well. Now, if you look at the other side, some people are just saying, okay, well, check this out. Like, if you have Mr. Sandman, right? Punch-Out. So who was the secret boss in Punch-Out? Well, it was Donkey Kong. So it makes sense that if it's Mr. Sandman, and then you also have Donkey Kong, and then some people are saying, okay, well, DJ, DK, or Diddy Kong. So it just makes sense with that. And even some of like their fighting moves and stuff like that are even similar, or whatever the case is. Now with the whole villager thing, that's just kind of like coincidence, or some people aren't really putting too much with that. But some people are saying three different things where there's like racial insensitivity or something like that. That's definitely something that shouldn't have made it past. Now, some people are saying, look, they're not accusing Nintendo of being racist. They're just saying that probably shouldn't have been in the game. And I think that's where people really need to separate things. I don't think anybody's really saying that Nintendo is trying or intentionally trying to be racist. This is something that ended up happening, and people are pointing that out. Now, in terms of my own thoughts, I don't necessarily have one way to think about it or not. I'm simply looking at it like, yeah, it probably shouldn't have been in there the way that it was been in there. You also have to look at it as Super Smash Bros. Doesn't have any actual human African American characters that are playable either. So you combine that with also this as well. It just seems like Nintendo might have been able to avoid this, or probably should have avoided it in some way. But at the same time, I don't see it as these Japanese dudes, because it's really just Japanese dudes making this game, intentionally trying to be racist. I'm not sure if that's going on at all. We don't know their intentions, and I doubt that they're trying to do that, considering the type of company who made it with Nintendo and Bandai Namco, and they haven't really had these problems before. Bandai Namco makes a lot of different games and everything like that, so I'm not sure if Bandai Namco has had these issues before. Nintendo really hasn't had these issues before. I mean, there's been some stuff that's come up, so I'm not going to sit here and say that it's intentional and they're trying to be racist or anything, but I will say that maybe they probably should have looked that one over just a bit before they put it out there, just because it is something that people are pointing out. But I don't really feel like, oh my gosh, we need to burn down, you know, the whole thing, and like this is just the racist thing in the world. world or anything. I'm not trying to say that at all. I'm just kind of talking about it because people are pointing this out, and I wanted to potentially, oh man, should I say here what you guys have to say? You guys are probably going to say whatever you want to say anyway. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe Nintendo patches it out. Maybe they just leave it in there and just say, you know, whatever. But either way, there's been some heavy discussion across this. So it is what it is there. So what do you guys think about this whole situation? I just said, what do you guys think? So, oh man, this is going to be fun in the comment section, right? So I guess let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, now moving on to the next topic here, we're going to be discussing Super Smash Bros. More drama within the community when it comes to things, and this one is with the competitive side because there are some Super Smash Bros. Players out there. You have Leffen, one of the best Melee players out there, and is kind of establishing himself as a pretty good quality Super Smash Bros. Ultimate player based on his streams and everything. He's definitely getting pretty good and knows how to play the game. And then you also have the people that are the post Melee or the outside of Melee. It's kind of like two separate type of things. You have the Melee guys, and then you also have like the post Melee guys with Brawl, Smash 4, and now Ultimate. And there is a guy named Salem who was like a Bayonetta extraordinaire. He's won majors before in Brawl. He's won majors. He was an Evo winner, beat Zero and everything. So the guy definitely knows how to play. He's been around, and he's been part of like the post like Melee community. And he had a very interesting thing to say in response to some of Leffen's criticisms when it comes to certain things with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate or just in general. And Salem, who is part of Team Liquid, said that Super Smash Bros. Melee people, or the people who were, you know, kind of in that community, they've never been part of the quote-unquote Smash community. So they've never been part of that, even though their game is Super Smash Bros. Melee. And of course, a tweet like this caused a firestorm within the Super Smash Bros. Community. On one side, I can see somewhat what Salem is trying to say because people trash Brawl. A lot of Melee players trash Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. So that's kind of the community that's at this point. But that's almost saying, well, wait a minute, didn't Melee kind of start that community? Because 64 didn't really have it. Melee kind of started the competitive Smash community into where it got to where it was, being big, being at Evo, all of that stuff. It was kind of Melee that did that and got it to where it was at. And of course, there are players who played Melee, then also went on to play Brawl, like Zero or Smash 4, or whatever the case is. I've always seen them as, yes, one big community, but definitely they have their cliques or their sections, Melee or Brawl or Smash 4 or whatever it was. But I never considered that Melee people weren't part of the Smash community. So that's where I'm a little tripped up with what Salem had to say here. And that's why I said, what is this? From what I'm seeing here, we're seeing a lot of Melee players kind of come back into Ultimate. One, because they know it's going to be profitable for them for their streams. Ultimate is new. Ultimate is getting a lot of great reviews. People are liking the speed of the game. It's kind of filtering into what Melee kind of did, like with the dash dancing and just the speed itself, the faster killing, being able to edge guard, not being able to spam rolls, not being able to spam air dodges. So it kind of fits a little bit more with the Melee aesthetic and everything. And you're seeing people who played Melee kind of come back to it, and that's what's causing this friction here, saying, oh, well, you were never part of the Smash community, now you're kind of getting into this. I do think that there's some jealousy kind of going around based on what some of these Melee guys have been doing with their streams, but I also think at the same time there's some people that have some legit concerns about why they're just getting into it at this point. But I do think personally, I just feel that Smash is the Smash community. I mean, yeah, you have Melee guys, yeah, you have post-Melee guys, but it's still Smash Brothers. It's still that, and I think that to say that they were never part of the Smash community, meaning that the Smash community started with Brawl, I think that that's not correct. Based on what I'm saying, I think that that's not correct at all. I think that it's a Smash Brothers game, so therefore it's a Smash community. I mean, yeah, you have larger cliques or smaller cliques or whatever the case is based on the game, but it's still the Smash community. It's still Super Smash Brothers. So I don't see it as something to where you separate the two. Once again, I'm an outsider outside of what the competitive scene going to tournaments. I don't go to those and all that, but I have followed all these guys as soon as they started going on Twitter. I do watch competitive Super Smash Brothers. I've competed in some locals here and there. I'm just nothing crazy, of course, but I've watched all of them. I keep up with it. I report on the news. I used to cover all the tournaments and everything like that, and I'll be covering more of the tournaments and Smash Brothers news here. So it's something that I've been watching for a long time and been a fan of a lot of these guys. So it's interesting to see how one person can say something like that who's been in the community for a long time against somebody else who's also been in the Smash Smash community as well. I find it very interesting, but at the same time, I mean, it's just another type of disagreement that people do have, which is, I guess, normal. But in my opinion, the Smash community is a Smash community. Yeah, you have the Melee dudes and everything, but it's still Super Smash Bros. And you can be a fan of it, or you can be in the community and like both, or be a part of both, or like one more than the other. But that doesn't mean you're not part of the community. You know, that doesn't mean you're not part of the overall Smash community. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, and moving on to the last topic here, we do have Celeste on all the platforms that have been released on, right? PC, also Nintendo Switch. I think it's coming to other systems as well. But either way, as of right now, Celeste has sold over 500,000 units in less than a year. And for a game like this, guys, that is big time. An independent game made by a small team. They capped off a great year, winning one of the awards at the Game Awards with Jeff Keighley and everything, winning one of that. They had great sales, 500,000 copies. You got to think about if you're getting 10 to 20 bucks a pop for those. A lot of people pay 20 for it. I mean, that is a lot of money rolling into a small company like they are, a small development team like they are. So we have to give credit to the team over there and what they've done, and that is great that they have sold what they've sold. It's a fantastic game. It's not necessarily something for me. I purchased the game for 10 bucks over Black Friday, got through the first area and everything, and I think that it's good. I think that it's a good game. I'm just not sure if it's my style that I like, but I can see why so many people love the game and are appealed to it and think it's as good as it is. The music is really good in the game. Once again, not necessarily my style, but still very good music, very good controls, very smooth and everything like that. So I think it's great. I think it's great, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do next. I know Celeste was something that was really a passion project for them, and they're able to get the game out because it deals with larger issues, right? It doesn't just deal with the game, it deals with other stuff as well when it comes to real life. So I'm really happy they're able to have success and also be able to sell as much as they can, and of course probably get it out on other systems and everything. But I would say a large portion of those sales are on Nintendo Switch as well, so cool stuff there. So what do you guys think about Celeste selling as well as it did, in addition to all the different topics that we discussed? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet, in addition to YouTube. Also makes you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you for the next video. Peace.